Hey guys, today's video is going to be my skincare routine where I'll show you all of my favorite products, current favorite products, products that I've used for years, products that I've just introduced into my skincare routine that I find have been really working for me. Let's just jump right in. So the first things I want to talk about are my daily skincare routine. Like I do this every day and every night I use these products, and then after that we'll talk about masks, how often I exfoliate, things like that. The first thing I want to talk about is how I take off my makeup at the end of the day. So what I will do is get the tap running so it's like warm water. With dry hands, I will take a little bit of this Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I love this stuff. I've bought like maybe 5 or 6 of these, so this is a pretty new one. I don't take out a lot, honestly. I've learned like after buying so many that you don't need a lot to get the job done. Depends on your makeup for that day, but usually I have a pretty light base on and then I'll do like a heavier eye makeup look, like more mascara, eyeshadow, stuff like that. So I'll take out about this much to do my whole face. Let me just wipe this. Actually, I'm going to just put it back in. My hands are clean. I literally just washed them. I ain't about to waste it. So with that amount, I'll rub it between my fingers and I'll start with my eyes first because that's where I have the toughest makeup. My base comes off pretty easily, so with mascara and eyeshadow and everything, go right in, start massaging around the eyes until I start to feel the mascara breaking up, and then with whatever's left over, I'll start to move out towards the center of my face and then the outer perimeter, not forgetting the neck. So once that's all massaged in and you look like a crazy hot mess, I love looking at myself on days where I have like a heavy eye makeup, like black shadow or something, because your whole face just gets like covered in like black, and I don't know, it's just like so satisfying to like know it's coming off. So once I've rubbed all of that out and I feel like the mascara and all the product has disintegrated into the oil, I will start to rinse my face with warm water. That's why I keep the tap running, so that the water is like nice and warm by the time I'm ready. I don't know, just I feel like with cold water it doesn't like get all the residue off properly. So warm water, I kind of do it like a little bit hot. That's just personal preference, but warm water will do the trick. And I'll start to rinse my face. Once I finish rinsing my face, I'll go in with my cleanser. So at the moment I'm using the CETAPHIL cleanser. This is the oily skin cleanser. Foaming action removes excess oil. I don't really notice it foaming. When I finished the last 2 CETAPHILs, I actually went back and I bought the CeraVe one just because that one foams, and I don't know, it's just, I know it's psychological, but I feel like it doesn't clean my skin as well unless it foams. So I switched to the CeraVe one for normal skin, and that one was perfect for me as well. The only reason why I bought the CETAPHIL again was because when I went back the last time, I was completely out of my CeraVe. I needed to get a cleanser, so I just settled for the CETAPHIL that I found at the store. I typically only use those 2 cleansers for like the last 10 years of my life. I've tried many cleansers. I've tried the Philosophy Purity one that like everybody raves about. I've tried a ton and they just irritate my skin. Like the first few days it will be fine, it'll feel great, and then, you know, day 5 or day 6 I'll start noticing I'm getting these like dry patches of irritation, and I know it's from irritation because I always get it in the exact same spots. Like they'll be around my eyes, around here, and then right along the sides of my nose I'll get little dry patches, which I never get dry patches. That's when I know, and that's when I'll stop using the cleanser, and I always go back to the really gentle cleansers like CETAPHIL or CeraVe. So if you're a makeup wearer, I don't recommend you using like CETAPHIL or CeraVe on its own as a cleanser. I don't think that it cleans enough. So that's why I use the Clinique cleansing balm to take off most of the makeup. There'll still be makeup left over, and then I'll go in with this cleanser, and even after that there'll still be makeup left over. So I'll usually go in with my toner. I've been using this PIXI Skin Treats Glow Tonic. It has 5% glycolic acid. My girlfriend gave it to me a while ago and I've been loving it, and I repurchased it since. Okay, so I'm skipping ahead. So once I've rinsed off the CETAPHIL cleanser, I will grab a daily clean towel. So I have a bunch of white towels here that I will reach for every single day. I don't use the same towel every day. Sometimes on a really light makeup day and I've washed my face and everything, then I'll just use the same towel for like 2 days in a row, but that's the maximum. I have a drawer with like at least 10 towels all the time so that I can always have a fresh towel every day. So I'll pat dry my face, and then I will go in with a cotton round like this and take some of my PIXI Glow Tonic on it and just wipe my face. And don't forget the neck either. That's very important. I was hesitant on doing a skincare routine for a while because I do use retinol now, and I know that you have to get a prescription to get this kind of retinol. It's a medical grade retinol. My girlfriend actually gave it to me as well, my best friend in the world. And shout out to her because she's the best person in the world, and this product changed my skin. So she gave me her medical grade retinol. In Canada, I don't know about in other places of the world, but you have to go to a dermatologist and get a prescription written up for this kind of retinol. So this is the retinol cream that I've been using that like changed my life. Not even kidding, changed my skin game. So after I'm finished with the toner and I let that dry for 5 to 10 minutes, I don't touch my face, I don't put anything on my face. I wait till my skin is like bone dry. Then I will put a really thin layer of this on my problem areas, which is usually on my cheeks because that's where I'll get like little whiteheads. I don't have pores or anything, but this does help with pores. Retinol just increases the rate of cell turnover, so you know, any old blemishes you have or scars, it'll just help repair the skin faster so that you're not stuck with any hyperpigmentation for a long time. Even pimples, they dry up really quick and they'll peel right off. And it's great for even like resurfacing the texture of your skin. So I'll usually only put it on my cheeks and then my chin because those are the areas that I tend to get congested pores or breakouts, like hormonal breakouts around that time of the month. And as soon as I've finished putting this on, I will go into my eye cream. I've been using the Banana Bright Eye Cream by HENRIKSON. Looks like this. Super cute. I love how it smells. It's like a nice orangish yellow tint to it. So I've been loving this, especially under my makeup, so I'll use this in the daytime as well. I love how it smells. It's a really light citrusy scent, not overpowering at all. I'm not a big fan of like scented skincare because they can irritate the skin. So I'll put that guy on and then I will go do something else. I'll go like set up my nighttime movie or my show on Netflix, whatever it is, and I'll really let this retinol cream dry down before I put on my moisturizer. And before I move on to my moisturizer, I want to talk a little bit more about this retinol. I only started using this in December, I would say, and I did have like that dry, flaky, red, irritated skin for a few months just so that my skin could get used to the retinol, and then now it doesn't do that anymore. If I do get dry spots, it's in the spots that really need it, like on old pimples or anything like that. So I just wanted to share with you guys what I was using before I started this guy because I know that a lot of people can't get their hands on this. I don't have it with me anymore. I'll actually just insert a little picture of it right here. I was using the Sunday Riley Good Genes Lactic Acid Serum for like 2 years before I got this retinol, and then I stopped using it because I didn't want to mix the two together. It's kind of harsh on the skin. When I was using the Good Genes, like that was my only moisturizer. I didn't put a moisturizer on top of that. After the shower, I would tone my face, pump some onto my hand, massage that in, and that was it. I was done for the night. So I really loved that too. I woke up in the morning all the time with like really nice, glowy, soft, supple skin. I never once woke up with like texture. Before I started using that cream, I would notice sometimes, you know, depending on the heating in your house or whatever you have going on, it could dry out your skin. So sometimes I'd wake up with like random dry patches. So as soon as I started using the Sunday Riley Good Genes, I woke up with like clear, glowing, smooth skin all the time. The only reason why I switched to the retinol was because I still had like a little bit of congested pores in the cheek area. Like you couldn't really see them without makeup. They weren't like actual pimples, but in certain lighting then you could see, you know, just like a few bumps and stuff, and that was irritating to me because, you know, you're always like striving to have that like perfect, poreless, smooth skin. But if I were to stop using the retinol, then I would definitely go back to the Sunday Riley Good Genes. That one also like exfoliates your skin gently every day because it does have lactic acid, and it will help with like fine lines, pores, and blemishes as well. It's kind of like an all-in-one. That's what it's called. It's called like an all-in-one serum. It's a pretty expensive product, I know, but honestly, it was worth the money for me. Like, there's no price tag you can put on good skin. You don't want to wait till like you're breaking out everywhere, and then at that point you would spend hundreds of dollars to clear your skin. I know a lot of you guys could relate. I've had it happen to me a few times where I've used products that just broke me out everywhere for months. You know, I couldn't get rid of it. And at that point, I would spend $100 on facials. I would buy new skincare products, so that stuff adds up too. So just investing in good baseline skincare to avoid problems like that down the road, I think it's worth it. And so once I've put this fresh Lotus cream on my face, then I'm done for the night. My skin routine is done. This stuff is really nice. I've used it for a while. I can't describe it. I can't describe the scent, but it has a really like nice, light, fresh scent that doesn't bother me. It's not too overpowering, and it just makes my skin so smooth, so supple. I've always loved it. It's never broken me out or anything like that. Okay, so let's move on to morning skincare now. My skincare routine in the morning is nowhere near as extensive as the nighttime routine, but I'll wake up in the morning and then I will just splash water on my face, cold water, brush my teeth, obvi, and then same thing, pat dry with a towel. And I will put on my same Fresh Lotus cream. This one is not like a night cream or anything. You can use it during the day or night, so I love that. And then once that sets into my skin after 5-10 minutes, then I will go ahead and put on my SPF. Very important to use SPF, ladies, not only to protect your skin from cancer, but aging and everything like that. So I've been using the LAROCHE POSAY. This is the ultra light. It has 50 SPF. And I like this one because it's the tinted one. So in the winter, when I'm like this complexion, I can totally get away with wearing this alone and like a tiny bit of concealer right under my eyes, and I could be out the door. It doesn't provide a lot of coverage, but it does help even out the skin tone. So it looks like this. Let me try to... Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a ton of coverage or anything, but it just helps even out the skin, and I love that it's a matte finish because once again, I have oily skin. So it has a nice matte finish, and then you're ready to go in with makeup, your primer, whatever it is. After that, it dries down really quick. You don't have to wait for a long time for it to settle in. Next, I want to talk about products that I don't use every single day, but I'll use them a few times a week. I use these simple sensitive skin makeup wipes. This is what I will use after a night of drinking. You know, you're at the bar, you're at the club, you come home. You don't want to do the whole double cleanse. No, like, to be honest, there are some nights where I can actually do my whole skincare routine after I get home from going out. I know. And then I'm like super proud of myself the next day. And then there are other nights where I'm just so exhausted that I literally just want to change to my pajamas and wipe off my makeup with this. They look like this. They don't make my skin feeling too dry after or too like slick after. It's perfect for me. So on those nights, I will literally just use this and then pass out. I don't even go into like moisturizer or anything like that. If you have dry skin, then you'll probably have to go in with a moisturizer after. In terms of spot treatments and masks, I was using this Clean and Clear Advantage Acne Spot Treatment. It has salicylic acid in it, so it looks like this. I was using this as a spot treatment before I started using the retinol, so I don't use these two together because it could really irritate your skin. I don't use it anymore, but I want to throw this one out there because I know a lot of you guys don't have access to retinol. This one is a great spot treatment. I never had a problem with it. You can find it at any drugstore. It's super affordable, and it did the job for me. Okay, so now I want to talk about masks and exfoliation. I use my Clarisonic Mia 2. I got this a few years ago, and I will use this guy about twice a week just with my cleanser, but I always do it after I've already used the CETAPHIL cleanser. So after my Clinique, I will rinse my face, then I'll use this. After I've already washed my face with the CETAPHIL, then I will take a little bit more. I'll run this under some water. I'll take a little bit more of the CETAPHIL, and then I'll start to go around my face. I never even do it for the full minute though. I just do it for maybe 30 seconds around my whole face. So on the days that I'm exfoliating, I typically do a mask as well. I also been loving this BOSCIA exfoliating peel gel. It looks like this. So after I use the Clarisonic and my face has completely dried, I'll take about 2 pumps of this, really lightly just tap my hands together so that the product is on both hands. I don't want to rub it because that's when you start to get like the little bits that like happen with the peeling. Anyways, once I've dispersed it onto my hand, then I will start to tap on my cheeks and tap once on my forehead just so that the product is there, and then I'll start to massage in circular motions until you can feel that like all that product is like, you know, round little balls of skin. It's supposed to be skin. I know it's not all skin, it's mainly product, but I do know that it is some skin because I remember when I first got it and I thought it was such a gimmick, so I kept using it, taking it off, put on more, wash off, and every time I was doing it there was less like peeling happening. So I know that it's not completely a gimmick, but it is a lightweight peeling gel that works as a physical peel, a chemical peel, and a treatment to firm and brighten skin for a healthy complexion. I feel like it does all those things. I love it. I don't care if it's like gimmicky. I know a lot of these like physical peel products are super gimmicky. I love the way this one makes my skin feel. So that's that. Oh, I forgot to say, once I have rinsed all like the little bits off my face, I will go back in with cleanser because it does say on the instructions to cleanse again once you're finished with this. So once I've used all my exfoliating products, I'll typically do a mask, and I'm not picky with masks. I typically usually only do mud masks because I have oily skin. Take a shot every time I say I have oily skin, guys. So I've been using this Indian Healing Clay. This one is like one of the top rated masks on Amazon. One of my best friends also gave it to me. She gave me a lot of products, clearly, because she moved to France recently and she had to like purge all her stuff. So sad she left, but I have little pieces of her like everywhere. So I've been using this, and you just mix this with a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and then you can apply it like a normal mask. This stuff is no joke. Like, you can really feel it tightening your face. Like, you won't be able to move. Once it's dry, it's like you can't even smile. So I keep this on for about 10 minutes, like just until it's dry, and then I'll wash it off. And sometimes I'll use like sheet masks. I have a few sheet masks here. This is Lily Whitening Brightening Sheet Mask. Don't mind this. This I got in my Ipsy Glam bag a few months ago. Green tea mask. This is a charcoal mask, also in my Ipsy bag. But yeah, I'm not going to go through all these masks, but I do love sheet masks as well. I just find that for my face shape, I don't know if it's like my face is small or something, but to move around with the face mask, it starts sliding everywhere. So I know that when I use these face masks, I have to be pretty much lying down. That's the only downside, because I'm always typically doing things before bed. And while I have like my mud masks on, that's why I don't mind doing the mud masks, because it doesn't really like force me to sit down in one place, which isn't the worst thing in the world. We're so like fast moving and always working and always doing something nowadays, so it's not the worst thing in the world if a mask's like kind of forces you to lay down for 15 minutes to chill. So I think I'm all done with my skincare. I've tried to lay out all my skincare products out here on the table in front of me, and I believe I've touched on all of them. So that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and all these products that I mentioned I will list down below in the description box. Most of them you can find at Sephora, and a few of them you can find at like your local drugstore, like the CETAPHIL, the PIXI, the Simple Cleansing Wipes, and this spot treatment. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.